What do you say, Mr. Incredible? Is it time for work? Yeah, it's time for work. Well, it's here. So we are unboxing, which is a YouTube thing, I know. So I've already opened it and stuff. This new Wi-Fi router, because clearly the old one is not getting the job done. So I'm gonna set this up because I don't have any meetings right away. So, and then I'm gonna return the Google one back to Multifiber and have them stop charging me a monthly fee. This should be easy. Having done it a couple of times with the other one, probably I'll, grab the app as opposed to doing it over the browser, and that way I'll have the app on my phone, just like I have the Google app on my phone. All right, let's go do this. Well, I'm just gonna say that made quite a bit of difference. Yeah. Luckily, I'm a smart cookie, and I shot a video of unboxing this thing so that I would be able to remember exactly how to pack it up. See how that shape, there you go. So it would all fit back in the box. Bye-bye Google Wi-Fi. Just for fun, I plugged into the Ethernet, and that's faster than what we're paying for. I think we're paying for 750 megabits a second or 800, I don't know. They redid their tiers, so plugged in, blazing fast internet. But I'm not gonna say plugged in. But we could run Ethernet cables. So there, more data. Greasy piece of box, cannot be recycled. I don't really want it to go in the landfill, so it's going to provide me some heat. I know it's not Earth Day, that was a couple of days ago, but that's your Earth Day message. A new sand volleyball location tonight. We're subbing for some folks, but look, like the one restaurant we like, they've got the orange everything. Must be the new thing. Good morning. Luckily, it's only a team meeting that I'm about to be late for, and I have to change my password like today or tomorrow. I can't think of a good phrase though. All right, I have to train today. A bunch of anesthesia people. So let's get this day started, shall we? It is Wednesday morning? Yeah, construction update. Yeah, they got a lot of the rafters up on the house out back. And trucks and cranes and people. Yep, it's happening. All right, I gotta get in a meeting. Holy mackerel, that's a big box. You know what this is? My headlight. Let's open it up. I have, as you know, if you've been a follower of the blog for, these many years, I have received something from these guys before. It was my turbo injection pipe, or tip as we call it. Just pulled off a car there. It was an aftermarket one, red. And they package things well, so I'm gonna have to deal with these staples, which my little Swiss Army knife can't handle. So hold please. Okay. All right, past the staples. And there we be, wrapped in plastic. Oh. feeling massive. All right, next stage. Oh, you just missed it. I was slow to the phone. A Huey, you know, a double rotor helicopter just flew by. Once upon a time, there was an escaped convict loose near my wife's school, which is not too far from here, and we had helicopters circling. And so every time I hear the helicopter get that close, I'm like, is there an escaped convict loose? Holy mackerel, this is a big ball of tape and whatever this stuff is, bubble wrap. Ugh. Kids, never cut towards yourself. Always cut away from yourself. Away from yourself. Never towards yourself. I don't want to get completely dirty, but it's in there. There it is. There's the light. The question is, of course, like mine was, let's pop this sucker off. Ugh. Take out the wiring harness if we can. Ah, it's not all cracked up like mine was. I see one little crack though. Gotta be better though. It's gotta be better. All right, off of the widescreen. That's it, right? Right? Part numbers, I think, 12. I don't know, xenon. Yay, look, the broken tab I had. 2 tabs. All right, looks about the same shape mine was in. Okay, we'll hook it up later. It's work time, so it's gonna have to wait a little bit. But for you, it'll happen instantaneously, right? Wait, let me try that again. All right, let's grab this one. Now, where it's gonna go is here, and of course I can't actually install it without taking the bumper off, but I can plug this thing in, I think, down here, in here, maybe, just to see if it works. But not easily currently. No, I don't think it's gonna reach. All right, give me some time. Wheel. Changes. Already by this afternoon, what do we have? A roof. We went from rafters to a roof over the main part of the house. Now the part sticking out towards me just is rafters. You can see the guy working out there. But the sheathing is almost done. Soon there will be a home behind us, behind a fence, where once there were trees. I'll find a picture and superimpose what it looked like when it was just woods, maybe. All right, time to jack the car up so that I can take the wheel off, so that I can install the new headlight. Now look what happened. Same thing happened as before. I temporarily installed this to see if the light would work, and actually the main bulb didn't. And it pulled the harness out from the back of the light and shed a bunch of the insulation. So I just have to have my fingers crossed that this one isn't going to do the same thing that the old one was doing, but at least since I bought it from a reputable source, if it does it, I will just send it back to them and get my money back. And then maybe buy a couple of aftermarket headlights and replace them both with something more modern looking. All right, so what has to happen, of course, for this, right? This piece has to come off so that this can get loosened here. Actually, it's one of the spots where it's going to get loosened, which means I have to jack up the car, take the wheel off, pull some of the arch liner so I can get to that, so I can loosen this because I need to get to the front of this. All just to stick in a headlight. And of course, let us not forget that it is 1, 2, 3, and then for the headliner, 4 different types of fasteners that I need to undo this stuff with. Oh, come on. Oh, I always feel like I'm gonna break this thing when I do that. Always feel like it's gonna break. Oh, come on off of there, you. What the heck? Oh. Loosened. Did I mention this? Probably not. My youngest broke the adapter here for the, so you can use a socket, you know, on the impact. He broke it, so he bought a new one. So getting that thing unboxed, as it were. You really need one of these if you don't have one. and you have lug bolts rather than lug nuts. All those are safe in there. Off comes the wheel. Where do we put the wheel? We put the wheel under the car. Okay, now these guys, star bits. Okay, so for if anybody treating this as any kind of a tutorial, these are T20s to get the inside out. Now I really am only going to undo as many of those as I need to get access to the things that I need, which is basically this one down here. The top one with the headlight out, I can actually get to from the other side if I wanted to. All right, let's get that. This is BA, I think 11 millimeter socket. I don't think it's 10, I'm pretty sure it's an 11. Here we go. Always shooting into the sun, aren't I? All right. There's that one. And guess what? These are the same size. So, zip, zap, zip. These will all be out. All right, let's put the old bulb into the headlamp and install it. All right, if you've never been in the back of one of these bulbs before, this has a clip. It clips on there. Clips on there, you know, and there's this clip which you just have to pull to the side, and then this comes straight out. This is just the carrier for the bulb. Now this is the old one, and you can see the insulation on it's just crumbling. It's just crumbling. All right. So I'm gonna not touch the bulb with my bare fingers and pull that one out, and then the same thing's gonna happen here. I'm going to slide this out, and I'm going to, even though this bulb looks fine, I'm going to swap it out because it didn't light up, so we'll see. And you can see I'm having insulation problems on these wires as well because it's a 20-year-old light. Look at that, the insulation just crumbling. Now it just slides straight in there, as you can see. All right, definitely am putting some electrical tape around some of these spots to make sure that this doesn't short out again. I put the spring back on there, and then we just put the door back on, right, which is easier said than done because this outside spring is pretty tight. One-handed, can you do it? Is he a master? There we go. All right. I just hope this light doesn't do the same thing the other one did. Another thing I'm not a fan of is how hard it is to, like, you have to do everything by feel. So there's the turn signal light down there. Had to put that one in strictly by feel. Right. And then this way over here where this other thing plugs in, right where the main harness plugs in, is way down here and hard to see and hard to get to. Naturally. Before I tighten anything down, we're going to turn on the lights and see if it blows the fuse. Well, you know, I'm a doofus. It was the wrong bulb, I think. I think that's the high beams, maybe. Oops. Oh, I'm glad we discovered this now. Yeah, so those are the high beams. How about that? That's really weird. So I changed out the wrong bulb. All right, well, that's why we didn't batten down. All right, so this is the scary one, apparently. Oh, maybe it just wasn't attached all the way. And then how does this one come out? Oh, just like that. A retaining thing, and then you spin it, and then the thing comes out. Again, don't want to touch the bulb. Oh yeah, that one's definitely fried. All right, that's awesome. Mine looks like it's on the way out as well. Interesting, very interesting. this little plastic retainer thingamajigger doohickey thing, the notches on it are actually not symmetrical in thirds all the way around. Two of them are a little closer, so you have to line it up correctly on the notches on the fixture and then spin it on. It's a lot easier than I made it look here, that's for sure. So what we're faced with is looks like maybe my bulb was burnt out too, as you saw, because it's not working. But at least now I have two headlights. I can get a new bulb at some other time. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. It's always something. This is taking forever to get this front one out. Why is this thing so long? Holy mackerel. You've got to be kidding me. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. And it's still not out yet. Almost. Ugh. Just so I can get that right back in there. Alright, that one's snugged up. You missed the fun that I was tightening both of these with one hand, doing both of them at the same time, because I'm good like that. Alright, the only problem is when I get the new bulb that I need, I'm going to have to do all of this again. But I don't have the bulb, and I need to drive the car. So, welcome to TT ownership. Can't change the bulb without taking off the bumper skin. Ugh. Problem is actually, it's just this side. You can actually get to the one over here, kind of, sort of. It's possible. It's not possible really from here to get to it easily. It might be possible because that's where I got to go, but that's some serious reaching. All right, we're gonna get these started by hand. Some of them are a little finicky, like this one about where it wants to go. And that one also seems to want to go in strangely. All right, and then we'll hit them with this. All right, for those of you that were counting, to do the top stuff up here, it's this T30, which doesn't want to focus. T30, so that's one. And then these things were the T20, and then the 10 millimeter to attach the nuts, and then of course the 17 millimeter socket. So only 4 different fasteners to take the tire off, undo the thing, and do the light. I almost did it again. I started to put the fender, the plastic liner together. Started screwing it in, and I hadn't done these bolts yet. All right, let's see if I can see. That's a pretty good shot. There we go. Cool, there's that one. Okay, that's done. Now we can put the plastic fender thing together. There we go. I pretty much had them all the way in by hand anyway. All right, and then we just have to then do, oh, that's my hand. That's all you can see, all of these on the inside. I just have to grab the wheel, put the wheel back on. You don't need to see that. All right, we're done. You really want one of these if your car doesn't have one. It just made that so much easier. I can't even tell you. And I didn't even know that I had one. I actually went shopping online looking. And then I almost went, and I'd been in and out of the toolkit in the trunk a bunch of times. And I didn't order one. You can get them aluminum, which are nice. And then I noticed that I had it, which is good. I didn't spend any money, but you know. All right, you've done lug nuts, you know how to do lug bolts. So I'm actually really going to say farewell now. I did tell a little bit of a fib to get these covers back on. Let's see. The oh geez, yeah, headlight. This is yet another connector. Wow, that's just messing everything up in the light. So yeah, it's a Allen head T4 to put all these back in. So it is in fact to do the whole job. Five different style. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, apparati, wrench style fasteners. There you go. Doesn't have the same gap the other one had. It's a different gap. Oh well. Let's go inside, shall we?